Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another Longhorn tactical video. Today we got something a little bit different. As out here in the creek, we're going to be taking a look at the newest from Fenix, the PD36R version 2. This is a true upgrade to the original, as it has an improved throw, runtime, and output from the original. And so with all that being said, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe so that way you can stay up to date on all things flashlight and EDC. And let's go ahead and get right into this light. And then unboxing this light up here on the desktop, we're looking at the Fenix PD36R version 2, along with the pre-installed ARB L21 5000 version 2 lithium-ion rechargeable battery. As well as that, it comes with the USB-C charging cable, the lanyard and spare O-ring, paperwork, a Fenix holster, and the clip comes pre-installed on the light itself. And then taking a quick look here at the holster, is going to be made out of nylon with the Velcro strapping the light in here. And then around back you have this plastic loop and this Velcro strap as well as this loop. And I will say that this holster is a little bit loose. It would not be hard to push this light out and then take it out without ever having to undo the Velcro of this outer strap. However, I would say as a free inclusion for this light, I really like having this in the whole package. And moving on to the overview of this light, and starting up here at the head, this light has a toothed bezel, which I wouldn't consider really a true strike bezel. However, a little texturing never hurts, except, maybe the person you're likely to hit. And then as well, this light has a large polished reflector, which allows this SFT40 LED to throw very far down range. Also here on the head of the light is going to be this brass button, which is the side switch of the light, which also acts as a battery indicator, and I have the key to that battery indication here on screen for you. This side switch is also protected from magnetic interference, so if you deal with magnets or even electromagnets in your daily work and you need this flashlight, this is a good pick for you. And starting from this brass button and following these heat dissipating fins, around back we can find the USB-C charging port, where it supports quick charging and the light can fully charge in only 2.5 hours. A sneaky function here at the head of the light as well is by giving it a half unturn and then activating the light, it will not activate, which means that you just gave a mechanical lockout to a light that does not have an electronic lockout. And then like all good flashlights, this light is going to be constructed out of an aero-grade aluminum alloy with an HA3 hard anodized anti-abrasive finish. The tube of this flashlight is 1 inch in diameter, meaning it's compatible with many mounts and accessories, and it's also sporting Fenix's signature knurling. This clip also comes with holes so that way it remains light and you could potentially attach a lanyard there, and it's made out of durable titanium. And then here at the back end of the light we have the tail switch, which is a clicky tail switch. 2 fins with holes in them so that way you can string your lanyard through. And then this patterning here with flats on some sides so that way this light will not go rolling off on you. And now onto my personal thoughts for this light. As this is the version 2, I just want to say off the bat that I was a really big fan of the first one, and this feels like a really good upgrade. Of course we had the Pro, but since this light's release in 2019, we haven't seen much improvement until now. And with the improved outputs, run times, and throw of this light, it feels like a true upgrade and successor, so that way you can upgrade your EDC. And a trait shared between the version 1 and the version 2 is just the compact EDC with a long throw. Both of these lights are going to be super practical and tactical, and that's one thing that I really look for in my lights. Now then, as for my gripes for this light, first off, it feels a little bit underpowered compared to the rest of the releases recently. I mean, sizing this 1700 lumens up to the 3000 of the MH25 Pro and the 4600 of the Olight Seeker 4 Pro, it feels a little bit underpowered in this new generation of flashlights. However, I feel like it's still a good amount of lumens that it's pumping out from this small of a flashlight. It's just between all the new releases from the other brands, this one's feeling a little bit lackluster just in terms of output. However, something specific to this light that isn't my favorite thing is going to be the side switch. Although I really do love the color scheme of brass and black, the button sits too flush to the flashlight for my taste, as whenever I'm walking around with it, it's really hard to find if I've been moving it around in my hands. And so having it be a little bit more stuck out or maybe a little bit more textured would really fix this problem of making this light a little bit more user-friendly. Also, while I love a 2-button UI, the side switch tail switch combo is getting pretty old to me as I get more into the flashlight hobby. In my opinion, it's really awkward having to turn it on with one hand and then adjust it with the other hand to get to your side switch, or to try to tail switch it and then try to flip it over to where you can operate the light effectively. I think that Fenix maybe could have taken a hint from some of their other flashlights by having a 2-button tail switch like the HT32 that they recently released, or having it all on the side switch like the PD35. Something that really bugs me as well is going to be how this light can't tail stand. It looks like they have the fins to tail stand, however the button just sticks out too much and it's impossible to make tail stand. However, it still has the fins to do it, which is something super counterintuitive to me, and it just makes me wonder why they didn't make the fins bigger or the button smaller to add a really nice feature to an otherwise already incredible light. However, besides that, I'm really liking this flashlight out here, as it does just about everything it sets out to do really well. It's really compact, really durable, and really bright whenever it needs to be. I'm always going to enjoy a good mixed beam shape, having a really nice throw as well as a really wide spill, which is going to fit most people's needs, again fitting this light as it's marketed as an everyday carry. However, those are just going to be my thoughts on this light. If you have anything to contribute to this conversation, please feel free to comment them down below and we'll check it out. And before moving on to the operation guide of this light, I found a really nice graphic from Fenix, and so if you are a visual person, then it is on screen here for you now. However, if you want to stick around, here is a step-by-step guide. You can turn this light on by using the tail switch at the back end of the light, just like this. And then with the light activated, you can cycle through your brightness levels using this brass side switch here, going from eco to low to medium to high, and then turbo, and then back to eco. This light also comes equipped with a special mode in strobe mode, which you can access by holding the side switch for more than a second while the light is on. This light also boasts mode memory, so if I were to turn this light on and cycle it all the way up to the medium output, and then turn it off and back on, it will remember that it was in the medium brightness level. However, the one exception to the mode memory is going to be it will not remember strobe. And so if I were to turn the strobe on, turn the light off and back on, it will just remember the previous brightness before going to strobe. To indicate that this light is charging, the side switch will glow red and then turn green once fully charged, and this light is operational while it is plugged in. However, it will only be the eco brightness setting. You cannot swap to strobe or any other brightness level. And now onto my favorite part, the specs. On the eco level of brightness, it's going to have a 5 lumen output for a runtime of 482 hours. At the low level output, it's going to have 50 lumens of output for 50 hours. Medium then is going to have 350 lumens with 7 hours and 45 minutes of runtime. High is going to be supporting an 800 lumen output for 4 hours and 15 minutes. And on its maximum brightness turbo, it can output 1,700 lumens for a maximum runtime of 3 hours and 30 minutes. However, whenever I was testing it out, it looked like it had a super smooth step down starting at around 1 minute in. However, on this maximum brightness, it has an effective range of 433 yards and a candela of 39,240. Looking at the weight of this light, it's going to be 5.89 ounces. The length of this light is going to be 5.54 inches. The tube diameter is 1 inch, and then the head and tail diameter is going to be 1.04 inches. And then looking here at the durability of this light, it's going to have a waterproof rating of IP68 and 2 meters of impact resistance. Well guys, sadly that's going to have to end our time here with the PD36R version 2. Again, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. As per usual, there will be links down in the description to go check out this light. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.